astronomers need to know a lot about light. Now, astronomers are kind of scientists. Are there any other kinds of scientists that you know? What's other kind of stuff? We just said astronomers. We just said astronomer. So astronomers are one kind of scientist. What other kind?
Ornithologist.
Zoologist. What does a zoologist study? What's that? So zoologists study animals, right? Different species of animals. How does a zoologist study animals? Yeah?
And they identify what they are and look inside of them.
Right. Do they look at animals with like telescopes? Well, the kind of telescopes that we call binoculars, sometimes, yeah. But you can look at an animal much more closely than you can with a telescope, right? You can go out and catch an animal. We don't do that very much anymore. Well, scientists still do that, right? You go out and you get animals. If you're a zoologist that studies insects, right? Then maybe you're going to go out and collect some insects and take them into the laboratory. Right?
Ornithologist.
What other kinds of science? What?
Ornithologist.
What does an ornithologist study?
Studies birds.
Okay, so an ornithologist studies birds, which means they study a kind of animal, which means they're also a kind of zoologist, right?
Yeah.
Zoologist, right? So ornithologists, specialty zoologists, they can go out, they can collect bird feathers, bird droppings, right? Actual birds, yeah? What's another kind of scientist? Yes? A chemist, right? What is a chemist study?
Chemistry.
Chemistry, well, okay, what's that?
It's so much stuff, like, I can't even.
Okay. What do chemists use when they're studying chemistry? Test tubes, elements, microscopes, chemicals, right?
Gas, liquids, and solids.
They study chemicals. Chemicals are things that you can put in a laboratory.
Stuff.
So chemicals are things you can put in a laboratory and do experiments on, okay? Any kind of scientist you can think of, whether you're a paleontologist or a geologist or an archaeologist, any kind of scientist you can think of, for the most part, the best thing to do to study your field of study is to go out and get what it is that you're trying to learn about and to actually study it right then and there, right? Ideally, you go out and you look at it in the field where it actually lives, or in the ground where it's buried, or in the sky where it's floating, right? And you look at it where it is. Sometimes you can actually take the object into the laboratory and poke at it and study it and do chemical reactions and all sorts of things, right? And learn about it physically. As an astronomer, can I grab a star and put it in my laboratory?
Well, you could try.
Probably not. It's kind of hard, right?
If we make her around the star. I think it's
Okay. Back to one mic, guys.
Anything.
One mic, Okay, so maybe we could take a gigantic spaceship and go capture a star and study it in a giant laboratory. I don't know, that might be a little bit difficult, right?
You just build a laboratory around the star. You build a huge metal straw and just suck the star down.
Maybe one day we'll have. Okay, one day, guys. I know it's funny, but listen. One day maybe we'll go and build giant laboratories around stars. I hope we do that someday. Maybe we'll have even a giant star-sucking straw, like you described. I don't know, that might be kind of tricky. But at the moment, we're limited. Guys, let's remember our one mic rule, please. Okay. So at the moment, we're limited by what we can study with telescopes. I have a telescope in the closet right here. Right? I have a telescope right here. Wow. Pretty good one, right? Nice big telescope. Okay. So what does the telescope do again?
Magnifies the image.
What if I told you this is a bucket?
Probably is.
If I told you it's a bucket. It's a bucket for collecting light. Just like a marine biologist might go out and get a bucket full of water, we go outside and we get a bucket full of light, essentially. right? We can't just grab it and like slosh it around. You have to look through it, look at it, right? And record it in different ways. But this is a tool that astronomers use to collect the things that they collect. And the thing that they mostly collect is light. Some spaceships can go down and maybe grab rock from the moon and then actually study that in the laboratory. But the only pieces of space, for the most part, that we get are pieces of light that fly out of stars, bounce off of planets, land in my telescope. Okay? Question?
It's not really a question, it's just a few things I noticed.
Okay.
Or these things I've been trying to make forever. Anyway, the term for like sort of space stations covering stars with the Dyson sphere. Also, for people who are saying that alchemy is not important, our response would probably be something like, no, you 1v1 me, mate. But the thing is, alchemy is the basis for modern chemistry.
That's exactly right. Actually, yeah. We
Finally.
in time, humans have learned things throughout history, right? And a lot of knowledge that we gained was built on false knowledge, or knowledge that we thought we had and then fixed over time. That's the beauty of science. You fix the things that are wrong with it. And you admit that you're wrong. You try to admit that you're wrong if you're demonstrating to be wrong.